And we're here with you, joining you after the Warriors Kings post game for Warriors Kings post game right after game 2 here, Casey. Oh man, a tough loss here for the Dubs here versus the Kings. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just as heartbreaking as it gets in a loss. What do you think about the initial thoughts of the Kings Warriors game here?
Man, Apple turnovers. Way too many turnovers, man. Shoot, we're just like giving gifts away, doing Derek Jeter gift baskets, just giving them away, man. Just how do you want it? How do you need it? It's disappointing, man. I thought the Warriors totally outplayed them in the first quarter, and they should have been up by 15. Instead, it was a 7-point game, and it was just very infuriating just to watch, man. It was just tough to watch, really.
Man, let's start there with the first quarter there. 23-17. They had that lead after the first quarter. And my goodness, I mean, they could have been up by more right away there to start the game. Like, they just couldn't make a shot. And you could say the same thing about the Kings. But the Warriors bench is just giving them nothing right now. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Alex Len is coming in and being effective, for God's sake. I don't know what to say.
I blame Steve Kerr for the rotations, man. He's just done a poor job coaching. I know it's on the players in many stance, but Steve Kerr not playing Kuminga, our boy Tyler would disagree with me.
Yeah.
Giving minutes to Moses Moody, Jermichael Green, the lack of DiVincenzo. I just really didn't understand what he was trying to get going today. I know it's on the players at the end of the day, but at some point it comes down to matchups, and I felt like Steve Kerr let his team down tonight.
Well, let's get into a little bit more of the player side of it a little bit. I thought, and let's get to the biggest part of the game, the part everybody wants to talk about. I call it the stomp the yard, right? We got Draymond with the stomp there. He gets ejected with 7 minutes left. It's a close game at that point. He does a lot of people. I mean, come on, let's be honest. That's going to be the main headline from this game. It's going to be that play. Sabonis grabs his leg. A lot of people don't think he grabbed it. He stomps on his chest. I don't personally like to use the word stop. I like to use the word he grabbed my leg, get off of me. Stop on him. So, like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's a double T and move on. And I guess Tyler's not on here to give us honestly the better perspective of this, because me and you feel the same way about it. Like, I just come from the brand like that is not a double T. And I know a lot of people that probably hate Draymond and hate the Warriors feel differently, but like I don't think that's a double T. Like, even if that's on your other team, like, I don't think that's a double T. You grabbed his leg. You tried to make a point of it. He got a flagrant one on purpose, called a double T and move on. That's just how I feel about it. Some people might say, like, oh, he hit him in the chest. And then Sabonis. I'm sorry. I lost respect for that, like, that WWE job that he did there, laying on the floor. I don't know. Like, I just thought it was too much a little bit. What do you think?
Well, you said first, you said you don't think it's a double T, and then you said it is.
I got our guy Adam. Thank you, Adam. and Hana made the point, Casey. She thought she's right with Adam. She thought like it's just Draymond, and that's what it probably came down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, but first you said it's not a double T. I think it is a double T to be.
No, it is a double T. I agree with that.
Yeah, but it's not a flagrant 2, flagrant 1. To me, it's play on. Both people did something dirty. I think Draymond's reaction was appropriate. I think DeMontis was wrong to start it. And from here we go is the Draymond altercations. Every single time he's built a reputation. I think Dylan Brooks and Memphis fans would probably agree with this, even though I think in air is not a little bit, is a lot of bit different when someone's in the air. But when you're on the ground and you do something like that, there's a malintent, but it's the first person that started it, and the second person always gets caught, like we always taught from elementary. And it's just, it was disturbing to watch to see Draymond get ejected for that. It just took away from the NBA Finals. Like,
do you think it changed the game in some regards today?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So
how could it not? You're taking away the Warriors' best defender, maybe their best assist man. They went on a run.
They went a little run after. That's why I kind of said it. They went a little run after. Curry had that 3 chance to take the lead. Draymond, some people think Draymond lost his mind going off on the bench and stuff like that. I think a lot of people, like, honestly, people, like, I was having this argument with a lot of people there. they're ripping on me, Casey, for calling it a stomp. Like I don't. I'm gonna probably get in trouble. I guess I'm just a Warrior. I guess maybe I'm a homer this year. I just don't see it as an ejectable event.
I'm a big fan of the WWE, and I've seen people get stomped harder than that.
I don't.
Like,
If Sabonis didn't grab his leg, I guess I would feel a whole lot differently about it. Right?
Sabonis is a little. We call like Applebee's like
What
a
did
little
you think
baby.
about the sell job? Do you think he was actually hurt there, or was that a sell job?
Applebee's baby back bitch. That's what he was on that. Like, I'm sorry, you can buy that shit for $9.99. I don't care what anyone thinks. That is such a sell job. Oh, my stomach, my chest. Oh my god, it hurts so much. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. Tyler, you say what you want to say. You're gonna have your opinions. Everyone else is gonna have.
God, I wish Tyler was on here
But
for this
I do
part of it.
not care what anyone else says because that was such a blatantly grab. Like, that's Grayson Allen. He's ejected from college, right? He's ejected easily. But no, we're in the NBA, so we get the second person. I'm sorry, but to me, I'm really heated. I understand the Warriors lost, and I'm a huge Warriors fan. Obviously, I'm gonna be on one side, but
Yeah, let's
the
be
game
clear.
did
This is a
not.
Warriors post game show.
The game was like the Kings won that game. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. In the clutch minutes, De'Aaron Fox is in his bag. Does Draymond Green make a difference in there? Yes, he does. He absolutely does.
I don't know. I know a lot of people are hating on the Warriors. They want them to lose. My guy Doug, who's tunes in here from out in Ohio, I can tell he's a Cavs fan out there. He does some stuff with VSN. I tweeted a picture of Geyserville out here at the winery or something like that, like a pic I like, and he like photoshopped it and wrote with clouds, kings, and six. I was like, you son of a. I was like, you son of a, you out there. Yeah. So everybody's on the Kings bandwagon. The Warriors, obviously the champs from last year. You can't go out to the Kings. You just can't. You got to respond at home now. But let's get to the end. Let's get to a little bit more of the game here first. Monk, big factor for the Kings early on. He goes, they were 1 for 13 after the first quarter. Then he comes in, they're like on fire from three. He makes his first three from that land. So he comes out on fire, really helps him. Sabonis, even though me and you agree about some of the he was better today as well. And then Casey, the Red Rocket, Herter, he killed us. Him and Mitchell, I thought him and Mitchell were really key today. The Warriors got nothing from their bench, and the Kings got plenty.
Yeah, Davion Mitchell's really stepped it up, especially his offensive outscoring. It's pretty impressive. I was surprised. Adam, Jordan Poole has been trash. But
he's been terrible. Now, he did play all 82 games. He's tired.
No, I don't give him no excuse. But I really speak on Steve Kerr's rotations have been trash. Like, he has not a good job.
What do you think is the biggest issue with it? You want to see Kuminga? It sounds like you want to see him a little bit more. But Tyler said he was a -10 in the game, but I think that was more a factor of the turnovers with other pieces in the game at the same time. Draymond wasn't really good tonight either when he was in, but he was good defensively. Offensively, he definitely was not very good tonight.
I'd be a -10 if I didn't touch the ball either. Come on.
You might have got it on a rotation there. You might have got it.
I wasn't even in the game. I probably could have been a -10 if I was Kuminga. Shoot, are you kidding me? But Poole, they're just not playing him minutes. He's got to play 20+ minutes.
He feels out of control though, doesn't he?
You're
a guy that handled the ball a little bit. He just feels a little out of control. He just seems like he seems like he's thinking a little too much than just reacting to me.
Yeah, he's a little helter-skelter right now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just think in the position that I think it has to do a lot too, not only with Kerr, but Draymond and Steph and Clay. They're trying to do it by themselves right now. I think they're being very selfish and they're not trusting their teammates. And if you look at the turnovers, a lot of them were from Draymond Green and Steph Curry. A lot of them.
Curry's
really
little floater McGee's that get deflected are ridiculous. They're mind-boggling. My God.
One thing I don't get from this series so far is Andrew Wiggins. Get him in the post. Let him play like they do, like a Draymond Green. Like, get him in the post. He's got the mismatch every single time.
I like Adam saying, "Come on, Casey's been awful on all end." He's on there. Adam, that man cave. You know what I'm talking about. You get it
Well,
ready.
Adam knows, man, when he didn't feed me the ball, it's hard for me to get a touch. It's hard for me to get him rhythm, bro. Like,
Adam's like, he should know. Adam's the shooter on our team. He knows it. Adam was the shooter on our team. He knows it. All right, let's keep going with the game here a little bit more. So we move to the fourth quarter. Casey, after that Green play, the Warriors still had a prime opportunity. Curry, it was 97-95. He goes for that step back three right there at center court, basically misses it. That was their best opportunity from that point on to take the lead. With no Draymond in there, even with Draymond in, it just seems like the Warriors lack that road killer instinct that we're used to seeing. Like, it just feels like they're just not as disciplined, and they definitely don't get as much production off the bench. We already talked about that enough. But there's just some flaws on defense that they didn't make before.
I think
they were in foul trouble. What was that, the third quarter? 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of what I was talking about. They're playing Moses Moody instead of Kuminga.
Yeah.
They're playing Jermichael Green for a minute or two. I think you got to give Kuminga a real 15 minutes and see how he does. And as a shooter like Adam was, you know, you got to distribute the ball. And once someone gets hot, and Adam was such a great player, it's like just like a Klay Thompson, you know, in that virtue of when you get hot.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you get hot, you got to distribute the ball and understand that not only are you going to make plays for yourself, but as soon as you make plays for others, they find you, and now you're open for wide open Jays, which happened to Klay Thompson during the third quarter.
Clay's a lot better than my Morris Peters in comparison.
Yeah. I'll say so.
I think also from that Warriors standpoint, what do you think about Moody though? I felt like there was he kind of came in he fouled right away, not very good at all minutes again. Like he had a chance to kind of give himself a little playing time there. He did not show well. Peyton's doing his thing. I'm not worried there. Wiggins, see the part with me is Wiggins, right? Like he's not playing bad, but I don't feel like he's playing good enough to where they can win multiple series. And that's the part that has me worried. Like they did leave him open a few times, even the last game in game one, he missed that big three. You get my point. He's playing well, but it still feels like they're getting in rhythm. And in the playoffs, that's not necessarily the recipe for success.
See, I disagree. I think Wiggins. I think Wiggins is playing very well. I think it's on Steph, Clay, and Dre. They're bringing everyone else down. I don't think they're elevating anyone. I think they're playing individual ball. And I truly think if it weren't for, obviously those
they overload on Steph, though. Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying the three of them, they relied on each other so much this last two games that they're not being trustworthy towards the others.
Is that where Draymond's stomp the yard comes into the play where a lot of people say that was a selfish play to that point where he got him ejected?
Nah, that has nothing to do with that. That just has Sabonis being a little B. But
we got that again, a Warriors post game here, people. Got to remember that. This is definitely a Warriors post game. Let me say the sell job.
I will say this though about the Sacramento bench. Trey Lyles in the first game was amazing.
Yeah,
he was amazing. But Malik Monk has been a killer. He's been a killer. He's not a bench player, but man, he's killing.
He's doing what Poole did last year for us.
Yeah, exactly. So it's tough to watch, man. And when he gets hot, tough. Man, he looks like Jordan Poole last year.
And what do you think about her? I thought Hurd was kill us too. I thought Herder and then Barnes with just these little tips and stuff like that does enough to kind of Harrison Barnes, that little floater around the baseline. Then he has that three in game one. Just kind of put away shots that he used to have for the Warriors back in the day when they had their run there. What do you think about this? Adam says they should go zone more. I don't know with the Kings, if we want to leave them open with threes. I feel like Fox could get to whatever in that regard. I think with maybe certain lineups, maybe we could do that a little bit more. I just would like to see the Warriors just be able to stay in front of them a little bit more. I thought the refs got really involved tonight in the game. They let them play a lot in the second quarter, and then it stopped. The third quarter came around, and they blew the whistle a lot, but all the way around.
Well, one of my favorite quotes was in game, and you can hear it on the TV. And Draymond said, "What are we going to do? We're going to play this game soft or hard? We're going to call it soft or hard. Like, which one are we doing?" To the ref. And that was after Steph Curry slapped the ball away, and he's like, "Which one are we going to do tonight?" And they really didn't do either other.
No.
And they just said, we're going to pick and choose, and you're going to get the calls at home. It's going to happen. But Sacramento was the more aggressive team. I give that to them. They played harder. The offensive rebounding is killing the Warriors.
Well, there's a couple times it freaking made me throw a pen.
Kevon Looney, I don't know what the hell happened to his respect on his name, but for whatever reason, they just felt like calling a foul on him every single time on a rebound.
I know, 5 fouls in the third quarter. Are you kidding me? I thought the man's supposed to get a rhythm at that point.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the Kings, their key guys. You thought Kuminga could be a guy they could play more. Who's the next guy? Is it really come down to let's be honest. Even if Green, Clay, and Draymond play well, I think they're at the stage of their career where they still need somebody. That happened last year. Is it Poole? He's the guy, right?
No, it's DiVincenzo.
Okay. He was not very good tonight.
Well, he didn't play much. They never really gave him minutes.
He got 6 minutes early on, and he had 0 points or something like that. But I hear you.
Because no one passed him the ball. That's what I mean. Like Draymond, Clay, and Curry were trying to do it all by themselves.
Adam, what do you think of DiVincenzo if you're still out here? I'm curious what your thoughts are as we keep going with this. I think Poole's a guy there with it. I think DiVincenzo is definitely a guy. The Kings definitely.
You got to play 8. You got to play 8, Darren. You got to play.
So you're sitting Moody, obviously, in this, yep. But Moody only came in because of Green, obviously.
Kuminga, DiVincenzo, and Poole. You go
that's 8, it?
And that's it. That's it. That's all. That's as far as you go.
You're going Cavs basketball. Steve Kerr does not do that. You know that. So if he does do that, that's good. We got 6 minutes left.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go 8. This is what the series has become.
Okay, so they go to home. Let's transition to that. They go to home now. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of people say the dynasty might be good. I agree with Adam on this, though. This is part of the reason he's not playing. He doesn't rebound very well, Casey.
Well, how can he rebound when they never get shots?
No, but on defense, he can rebound a damn ball.
No, I mean, he's a great offensive.
They do put him primarily on the ball handler, though.
I'm saying he's a great offensive rebounder. He doesn't need to be a great defensive rebounder for him. Because you got to get shots up. If you're turning the ball over 20 times, that his biggest strength is putbacks.
No, that's true for sure. No, I got you. All right, let's transition to the home games here. We're going to Golden State. They've been awesome at home all year. You got to figure the crowd, a lot on the line here. You got to figure game 3, you're going to get a max effort here from the Warriors. Like, to me, if they lose this, like, I just kind of will be shocked in a way. Like, I don't know. Like, there will be something about, like, unless something like crazy happens, like an injury or something like that. Like, I would just be kind of stunned if the Warriors don't get the calls. Like, I'd be shocked if they don't like step up a little bit, like Poole and like hit big threes, and then the crowd's going to be with them. This really does have, a lot of people are saying the series is over right now because the Kings look good at home, but let's be honest. The Warriors have been awesome at home too. They have a chance to hold home court here. I'm not so quick to say the series is over. I think the Warriors have a good chance here still. Again, they just got to win one road game. With that said, I'm a little worried about some concerned things, but coming home for game 3, I'm okay with it. What do you think?
I think PBJ is going to play in the 3rd game, and that's how big of a blowout it's going to be out. I think they're just going to crush him by like 25.
I think that's what we want, but
No, I really think it's going to happen.
I got you.
No, because they've been so dominant at the home court. I mean, it's night and day, and it's so weird, but those games in Sacramento have been close. They've been really close. So, to me, I just think the Warriors are going to do the thing. They're going to feed off the crowd. Steph Curry's going to get going. He's going to get loose. The one thing, I've been harsh on Steve Kerr with his rotations, but he'll figure it out. I just truly think that this next game is going to be one of those statement games where the Warriors say, all right, Draymond's going to be, okay, I need to recollect myself. Clay, the boys going to just kind of, take a decompression, all right, here we go. But Yeah, I really truly think the next game is going to be one of those games where they just crush them by 25.
Well, I hope you're right about that. I think the key is can they get some other guys going? They have to get some guys getting off to a hot start. They've just not been able to get off to good starts offensively with other guys cooking
Well,
outside
it's
of
all about the
Curry and
turnovers,
Thompson.
Darren. It's all
No,
about
I
the
agree. It's
turnovers.
a lot of that. I agree. And we talked about game 3, but the key, honestly, they got to win game 3 and 4. This is not a win game 3 type of series. This is you need to win both home games type of series. It really is. Like, I don't think you can go down 3-1 heading to Sacramento with a team that went 11-31 on the road and expect them to win 2 out of the next 3 on the road. Even if we say it's the Warriors' mystique and all that, I just don't think that's something that's a realistic ask at this point. Maybe I'm being ridiculous, and if they did, that'd be an all-time story. But these next 2 home games are the biggest 2 home playoff games to keep the dynasty going at this point.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think they still got a lot left in the tank, and I just think they're not far off. They haven't been blown out of these games. I think they've really lost these games more than the Kings have won it. I think the first game the Kings did win it. I think tonight the Warriors lost it.
And with Adam says they got to win the next 3, to me, I'll even say they got to win the next 4. Like like that's the thing with the Warriors. Like, can they win 2 road? Like, can they be asked to win 2 road games at this point? Probably not. They have to win the next. They have to win all their home games. And so when people say the series is over, I'm like, well, okay, me and you wanted them to win. This was a huge game. It was a huge game because it would have made the series a lot easier. But the reality is now the next game's the biggest game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to. But they have to win the home games, and I don't think they can be asked to win 2 on the road. I just think that's a massive ask.
Yeah, no, it is a lot to ask, but I mean, no series starts until the road team loses.
Do you think there's any theory to the idea that because Sacramento could there's like going to be a purple wave at this game 3 that the Kings fans
No.
are going to show up? Is there going to be? I heard there might be rumors of this.
Oh my God, Barney's got a better chance of coming back. No way.
There'll probably be a couple sneaking in, but there can't be that many that make their way into that. I got to think it. I mean, just the NorCal pride, right? You got to show up for these 2 games for the home crowd here a little bit. Warriors, step it up. We need you. All right, Case. What do you think about the next game here, game 3? What do you got?
Like I told you, I got Warriors by 20 plus.
20 plus here to end the series. I like it. All right. Hey, so tomorrow we got Atlanta, Boston, Cleveland, New York, and then you finish up with Clippers, Suns. Any thoughts on any of those games before we call it a night here?
Boston by 30.
How about the Clippers? You think they pull it out, go 2-0, or you think the Suns tie it up?
It's tough because I hate.
How did you read that, Casey? Casey, see what Adam wrote?
Barney, yeah, he played like it.
He sold it like it.
Yeah, no, shoot. He probably sung that song when he was on the floor.
Damn it, that still pisses me off. All right. I'm gonna be listening to all these crappy Twitter tweets all week about Draymond's an a-hole. What a Dray. And I'm like, all right. Come on, man up. Man up. It's a double tentacle. Move on, people. Move on.
If I can get elbowed by the 6'10" giant Leo in the elbow in the face and get up in 5 seconds, like that's got to be thrown out the game. So.
I got a crazy story about Leo one of these times. I have to sell it. But that's for the Fat Boy Fadeaway podcast.
Yeah.
We'll save for another one there.
I mean, come on. If a 5'8" guy that gets elbowed by a 6'10" guy in the face and can get up in 5 seconds,
it happens all the time. I know it's going to be.
It's a personal.
He did it intentionally, Casey. He did it intentionally. He rubbed it in. He was a jerk. And even the ref on there after, he said he did it too much. He does find a way to get ejected every season. I guess I was saying, like the Masters. We just had the Masters on CBS, right? A tradition like none other. We got Draymond ejected in the postseason. So we continue the tradition like none other there on CBS. We got this time on TNT.
Yeah.
We go with that.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways, but you're talking about the second game. Which one was that? I forgot. Not
with the
Boston.
Clippers Suns.
I gotta roll with the Suns. They gotta get one at home, right? I mean, they got to. So I'm gonna roll with the Suns.
All right. How about you think the Cavs bounce back, or do you think the Knicks take a 2-0 lead?
Just the hope Stephen A has a bad day. I'm gonna go roll with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Just to roll that one on that side of it. All right. So there's some good games to look ahead today. Me and you are very disappointed though. Right now, very disappointed after an 0-2. We're in an 0-2 holdout. We can't lose the Kings. I mean, they're defending champs. I got people making fun of my pictures and guys are real here, writing Kings and 6 in it. This can't happen. We need to bounce back. Come on. We got to step up. Come on, Jordan Poole. Look alive. Andrew Wiggles, find your rhythm here. Come on, DiVincenzo. Wake up. Slap the hell out of it. Wake up. We need people on the bench to get it together. Home crowd, show up. I don't want to see any Barty purple there. I want to see all yellow. Let's go. We need these 2 games. The dynasty's not dead yet. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it yet.
And if you see a guy named Tom Witt, boo him. Boo Tom Witt.
We love Tom. Tom's probably at the bar tonight celebrating. That's where Tom's at.
Nothing but love for Tom.
Hana says Draymond needs to be here.
Spoken like a true mother. We won't say her last name, but it starts with an F.
She had a big. That is true. If you listen to the last bunch, she also could have called out Jimmy Jameson. So she'll call out anybody on this show. She'll call out anybody. She called out Jimmy's shoulder on the last one, so I had to respect her for that. After that. All right, Casey. Big game 3. We'll be there with you Thursday night. We're expecting a blowout. That's what we all right, we expect that. So we'll be with you there on we got Hana. You too. She says you too, Casey. You have to behave as well.
This man's showing up.
That's what I always tell this. There he is. The poster's on the wall, folks.
This man's
and with
showing
that,
up. This man's
Warriors, game 3. Casey, till then. Peace.
Peace.